welcome back to my channel. I am Miss Dhanusha. If you are new here, I talk about self-care and lifestyle for 9-to-5ers with a side hustle or content creators. So today I am pairing up with one of my favorite YouTubers. She is a self-development and lifestyle YouTuber. She has amazing content. Recently did at home pip haul and she got amazing things. Go out and check her channel out. I will leave everything in the description bar. Her name is NoeleenSaid. Remember that name because she's going to do great things and she's doing great things. Today we're talking about 3 self-love tips that you can practice on the daily to help you on your self-love journey. And I'm super excited to do this collab. It's one of my first collabs, or no, it is my first. So before I talk about what the tips are, and trust me, you want to stay tuned for those tips because they are necessary. I want to chat about what self-love means to me. Self-love is such a personal thing, and I think each one of us are on our self-love journeys. It's an ongoing and it's a continuous process. So if I say I'm doing these 3 tips today, doesn't mean tomorrow I'm going to love myself. No, it is daily practices that we do every single day so that we can love ourselves more and cherish ourselves more. This is holistically. It's mind, body, spirit, soul. It is from external and internal, like everything together. That's what self-love means to me. It means embracing who you are and cherishing who you are right now. And it also means checking yourself when you're wrong. When you're wrong, addressing it and being better than you were yesterday. So like I said, it's an ongoing journey for all of us, and it isn't something that you can just learn overnight. No, it definitely isn't. For me, it's daily things that really help to understand myself more and to get to know myself more so that, you know, I love myself more and I cherish myself more, because at the end of the day, the world can turn on you and everyone can hate you. But if you love yourself, then you don't give a damn, because you are true to who you are and you are true to what you stand for. And I think that's the ultimate self-love, is understanding and knowing and cherishing yourself. It's loving and appreciating yourself for everything that you are and who you are. Okay, so now that that is answered, let me know what self-love is to you, because I'm sure we all have different versions and I'm sure we have different ways of putting it. So let me know in the comments what self-love means to you. Don't forget to thumbs up, like, subscribe, hit that button, the bell notification. I usually upload on Sundays, just so you know. Tip number 1 for me is to celebrate small wins. And it's something that I started doing a little while ago. I think more so when like lockdown started, because it's so important, because the time just feels like it's just moving and it's going and really fast, and we can just lose track of where we are and what we've achieved for this year. So I've made it a note to just celebrate the small things every single day. So for instance, if I did really well on a task or my day job, or if I drank 8 glasses of water that I meant to drink for that day, I celebrate that. If I land something, an opportunity or collab, I celebrate that. I feel celebrating the small things makes life more enjoyable. It makes my life more exciting, and really what we need now is a little bit of excitement. And also that helps me to celebrate me, because the world is always saying, no, you shouldn't be this way and you shouldn't be that way and you should do this and look like this, and the world's telling you to be somebody that you're not. But by me celebrating what I've achieved and what I've done is helping me to celebrate who I am. That's just super important. And it makes life so much better. So I would write it down, I would tell it to myself before bed, I'll congratulate myself, I'll give myself a tap on the shoulder, like, yay, you did this. And on a monthly basis, I will track those things, and that also helps you to understand like where you're going, and if you're on track with your goals. It just helps you to appreciate everything that you are doing, and it's a big achievement. And those little wins become the big wins, and I think that's an easy and achievable way to practice self-love in the daily. Next thing that I do is telling myself I love myself. And I just step out the shower and I look at myself and I say I love you. And even when I'm in the shower, I say mantras, and I thank myself, and I thank my body, and I thank my mind, and I thank my soul, just to be able to do things, to be healthy and of sound mind and body. I look in the mirror and I say I love you, because we always taught to say I love you to other people. We're always taught to pass this love on to others, but we also deserve the same love and the same kindness that we give to others. And sometimes we forget that, and sometimes we are super harsh on ourselves, and we don't give ourselves the empathy and the kindness that we give to others. So I think it's just important, because when you look in the mirror, you want to be able to love that person, you want to be able to love yourself. And just doing this on the daily has made such a huge difference. So I would really recommend that you try that. Just look at yourself in the mirror and say I love you. The most important relationship is the one that you have with yourself. No matter what anyone says and what anyone does, the relationship that you have with yourself is the most fulfilling relationship. And over time, once you practice these things, and once you learn to love yourself for all your quirks and all your personality traits and your entire character, you just value your life more, and you value yourself more. And I think that's super important. In a world that's trying to tell you to be someone else, you are able to be yourself. And then the last thing is tip number 3 is to stop comparing yourself to others. I think as human beings, it's just so natural for us to look at another person and want their life, or think like, that's amazing, like how come I can't do that, or I can't achieve that. And it doesn't make sense. Because just imagine that person is chalk and you are cheese. Chalk and cheese don't mix. Chalk has one life journey and cheese has a completely different life journey. When you're trying to get chalk and cheese to be the same, doesn't make sense. So instead of looking at someone else and what they've achieved, look at yourself and what you've achieved, and celebrate their success in what they've achieved, and celebrate your own success. Coming back to my first point, celebrate your small wins. Celebrate those successes, so it doesn't feel as though, oh, XYZ is doing that, you're doing other things for yourself that is on your path and it's on your journey. Doesn't make sense to ever compare yourself to somebody else. And I think like it's so ingrained in us to like look at someone else and want to look like them, want to be like them, or achieve what they're achieving, and wonder like, when is that going to happen for you? But the more you focus on yourself and what you can do for improving yourself in all different facets of life, the more you can get on path with your journey and achieve those things, instead of being unhappy within yourself and unhappy because other people are achieving goals. You should appreciate and love yourself and set your own goals so that you can achieve what's meant for you. There's no point for chalk and cheese trying to achieve the same thing when chalk and cheese just don't go together. So I don't compare myself to others. There's so much things that I can do and still achieve that I want for myself. And the more that I focus on me, and the more that I celebrate my small wins and self-love, self-care holistically, the more that I feel that I'm on par, and the more that I feel like I'm getting in touch with myself. So yeah, getting to know yourself is the ultimate form as well of self-love, because sometimes we're so influenced by the world and trying to be more like the world, but sometimes you just need to be yourself, and you need to stand out from whatever the world wants you to be. Okay, yeah, so the 3 tips again is to celebrate your small wins, to tell yourself that you love yourself on the daily, to stop comparing yourself to others, but rather celebrate your own successes. So yeah, I hope that this video has been meaningful and has taught you something. If you've learned something, do let me know in the comments. Do go out and check out Noeleen's video. She has an amazing set of 3 self-love tips on her channel. I will leave everything in the description bar. Thank you so much to Nooleen for collaborating with me. I really enjoyed this, and I hope that we do more collabs in the future. Also, what I wanted to do is start shouting out my followers. So if you want to be shouted out in my next video, just comment on this video and I will screenshot that and I will shout you out in my next video. Or if you want, you can screenshot this video, share it onto your Instagram stories and tag me so I can see it, and then I'll shout you out in my next video as well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye.